The threat of long industrial action is not over for the UK government. Teachers in England have rejected a pay offer and are now set to stage a strike on the 27th of April. According to the National Education Union, the offer is insulting, adding that around 98% of NEU members are in favour of turning the deal down. Earlier, teachers were offered more than $1,200 one-off payment this year and a 4.3% rise the next year. The UK government even agreed to have the starting salaries around $35,000 from September. The UK Education Secretary saying that the latest announcement is extremely disappointing, adding that the decision will lead to more disruption for children and less money for the teachers. Kegan says the pay will now be decided by the independent pay review body. Meanwhile, the UK Passport Office workers have launched a 5-week strike. The Public and Commercial Services Union saying that the government has failed to deal properly with the public sector workers. According to reports, more than 1,000 members of the union are due to take part in the walkout. The PCS union has also planned a nationwide walkout of more than 130,000 civil servants on the 28th of April. The unions are demanding better pay, work conditions and pensions. The UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has rejected demands for big pay hikes in the public sector. Sunak says the demands are unaffordable and will fuel inflation.
Of course, we don't tolerate, because the UK government's position on this has been persecution where it appears anywhere.
And our correspondent Alex Izad joining us from London at this point. Alex, tell us more about what the teachers have been saying and what the government has been talking about, and whether or not we see any resolution coming in anytime soon. All right, we've lost that line with our correspondent. We'll just try and reconnect that line with Alex Izad, who has been tracking those developments. But just for context here, the threat of long industrial action is not over for the UK government. And now the teachers in England have rejected a pay offer. In fact, they are now set to stage a strike on the 27th of April. And this comes at a time when the National Education Union has called the offer insulting. It also says that around 98% of the NEU members are in favour of turning the deal down. Our correspondent Alex Izad is back with us. Alex, as I was just asking you, tell us more about where the teachers and the government really stand at this point, and do we see any resolution on the horizon?
Well, at the moment, there's 3 weeks to go until that strike date that you just mentioned there. And the unions are saying that they would happily not go on strike if the government came forward with a better deal. Now, at the moment, it's just those England teachers that are going to be potentially going on strike, because Scotland and Wales have managed to sort through this issue because they've been given a bit more money and a bit more better percentage. So those teachers in England, they're the ones that are fighting to be at least on the same kind of pathway as Scotland and England. But the government, especially Gillian Keegan, who is in charge of moving this conversation forward, and she has said that she's already spoken to the unions. She already told them that there wasn't going to be potentially that extra bonus coming in if they reject this offer going forward, and that the percentages, all that is going to be put on the table at the moment. So it does look like that these strikes will be continuing to go forward. Now, the real issue here for many teachers, those who have rejected it, have said that actually only a small percentage is going to be given from the government, when in fact that they'll have to take a lot more from their budget to pay for this percentage, and therefore the children will suffer in the long run. There won't be as much equipment in the schools, and school classes may well be bigger because of it. So really at the moment, that's where the crux is coming in. Where is this money coming from, and how is it going to be implemented? Because right now it doesn't seem to be that there is any way moving forward over the next 3 weeks.
All right, Alex, we are leaving it there for the moment. Thanks very much for that update. We, of course, keep a close eye on any further reactions coming in from there. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.